You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnny and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 319.
Man, 319. I'm Ralph Valarian, the Sneeze Steak, Lord of Driftmark this week.
I love
House,
the long.
House,
I love
House of
yeah.
Dragon, man. Hey, man.
Turn up.
Only, hold on, low. I know you don't know, but them the only black people on the show, and they got locks.
And they great. I know that.
See,
Cook it,
All right.
cook it. All right, new listeners. All listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the Podcast. X is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph across your social media platform.
On X, I'm JON 2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS _ESL _AAMU. Round of applause, man. Another week.
Yes,
We
sir.
bike.
Yes, sir.
My guy, how you feeling?
Feeling great, man. I'm feeling old, but feeling rejuvenated at the same time. I am 39 and 7 days as of this recording.
Hey.
So thank you to everybody that wished me happy birthday last week. I had a great time. Didn't do too much. I really wasn't in the celebratory mood, not because of anything. Just I went out to dinner, went to see the Odyssey with the wife, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I did.
And guess what? And that's okay. I love it. Hey, that sound lit to me.
Hey man, it was a good time though.
I love
It was
it.
a good time though, man. But nah, man, I had a great time, man. Thank you, bro. But all your well wishes too.
Oh, for sure. Of course. You know how we do.
Mhm.
Listen, I got a chance to see Ralph like in person twice in the last 2 weeks. So it's lit. It's lit because we don't record in the same spot anymore. But we in constant communication, but it's a different vibe, a different feeling when you're in the same room with your people. So
Yeah.
nah, man, it's good. I'm glad everything is going well.
Mhm.
I'm good. Look, had a very quiet weekend, so it's lit.
Mhm.
It's lit. But yeah, man, nah, everything is good on my end. Everything's good.
Yeah, man. We got to get into this before we get into off the dome and the rest of the show. But we were able to both attend the Raymond and Brown tour. We have to kind of give a slight recap and what we think about it.
Yeah, man.
I'll lean to you, Johnny. What did you think about the tour?
Well, let me start by saying that anybody that listens to OS, y'all know the rant that I went on when the tour was announced. all that I talked about not spending money and all that, and we ended up in the suite. So I'll start there. But overall, I think the concert was great. The most expensive verses we've ever seen. Like I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I've seen Chris Brown perform live a few times before this. This was my first time seeing Usher perform live. I think they both did amazing. I'm a little sad that Usher didn't skate. Like I was looking forward to him skating, but he didn't. But outside of that, I think it was phenomenal. The turn up, shout out, I forget the DJ's name, but shout out to the DJ that did the pre-show. He had St. Louis lit. I ain't gonna lie. Or St. Louis was already lit and the music just accompanied it. I don't know. I just no.
Raggedy bitch.
Oh,
I'm talking about him. He knew what he was doing.
Oh, of course he did. But he had
I ain't had no shades on, man. I had to see all that.
Hey, look, we all were viewing together.
Yeah, I know, right?
Laughing, pointing, doing all of the things. I think that was a really, really great prelude to the show.
Yeah.
I love the back and forth between the two. I think that the show overall, I think it was great. I think it was great.
Yeah. I think it was cool too. Like I mean, guess because I just saw Chris in September,
Yeah,
so to see him again in July, I'm like, like
it's like it's cool.
it's cool, and that's why I'm saying like I'm not. Listen, I can never diminish the man on stage. Like, I mean, I just literally seen it, so
Yeah,
to I can't diminish the athleticism, the the mic being on at certain points. Like you was flying around, the mic was on, big dog.
facts.
Like, listen, you can say what you want about them singing, but the mic was
Yeah,
on.
it was.
Like,
It was for
but
sure.
I think it's a difference between performance and showmanship, and I think that's where the versus component comes down to it because Chris is performing, dancing
Mhm.
his ass off, flipping, yo, doing all kind of stuff, popping off the stage, all kind of crazy shit. Usher is a true R&B savant. He ain't doing none of that. And then when he came to the choreo, it kind of felt like he was 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5. Like it felt like that watching him. But I mean, Usher down at 50, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like that's why he leans into the show part of it, where
Mhm.
the women are kind of slowing it down or walking through the crowd. Like that, what makes I think Usher's part of the show great. Like
Yeah.
outside of the niggas singing, like singing. So I'm not mad at it. The concert was a good vibe, but it was a Tuesday.
It was. Yeah.
It was a
It was a Tuesday,
Tuesday,
and it
and
was hot.
it
Oh
was
my god.
hot. It was hot in the arena. It felt like it didn't cool down to the concert started. I was like, bro,
I
like,
know. I know. No, you made a good point about the contrast in performing styles.
yeah,
Look, it seemed like Chris Brown ain't gonna never not have energy. Like the fact that he's been performing like this for what
w-
10
w-
plus 15 years is crazy. Like the fact
and
that
that's
he's
the
able to
latest
still
run.
do it,
The latest run of
it's
concerts. That's
insane.
the thing that's the most impressive.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
impressive.
Usher is definitely a showman. He's
Hmm.
he's been doing this for a long time, performing,
Yeah.
touring concerts, things like that. So the fact that he's able to be mature in his performance, I think is awesome. So it was good to see the contrast.
Yeah.
You made a great point about like when I mentioned at the end of the concert how this was the most expensive verses,
Hmm.
and I think Chris won by a landslide. I think you made a good point about the difference in song type, like the difference in the type of songs, right?
Yeah.
Usher got the joints that'll
Hit
stick to the
ribs.
ribs, you know what I'm saying? That good down home cooking
Mm.
versus Chris. Look, Chris makes amazing music, but it's a lot more quantity over quality. Not saying that the quality is bad, but it's definitely more quantity in the hits versus the Usher's hits that stick to the rib. So,
Yeah.
seeing that contrast on stage, this is what a versus between them would have felt like if they're
Exactly.
if that became a thing. So,
And one of the other points with that, it seems like when Usher leaves hits on the table, you like, wait, he didn't perform this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he
mm,
didn't perform my way.
right? Oh yeah,
Like,
true.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's a big Usher hit, but he didn't
Right.
perform it. And this ain't a Super Bowl halftime show where you got 13 minutes. No, he had hours to perform that, and he didn't choose to. And
Right.
but it's like if Chris didn't perform something, you'd be like, oh, like it because he had so many of those. That's why I always say that Chris is true, like not R&B contemporary. His true contemporary is Drake. How they make music, they have millions of hits. There is not anybody that has more hits than Chris Brown than Drake. Like there is vice versa. Like they
Mm.
really put music out at that type of output, and it can be mindless hits, and it can be like something that's generational. And I was worried about this point, and then we can kind of move forward if you, unless you have another point. But I remember stating that I wish they had did a joint album, but they made it work together to where they didn't need a lot of music together to be on the stage.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was worried about that, but they came out to party. I think they blended like Back to Sleep, and I know they ended on New Flame. So those are
Yes.
the songs that they got that we care about, and they
Mhm.
managed to do those effortlessly.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. And even the portion where they each bring a lady on stage, like the
Mm.
fact that they did that back and
Back and
forth type
forth.
of like that was cool. Like I
Yeah.
enjoyed that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that
no,
part was
no,
dope.
they definitely found a way to merge themselves on a tour. So
Yeah.
no, it was great. It was
Yeah,
great.
it was a good show. So if it
Yeah,
comes to your city, check it out, man.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
So what we doing? Off the dome?
Off the dome.
I got one for you, bro. I
Let's
think you
do it.
go like it. And you know, my mind be going every which way on certain things, but follow me. It's a movie question.
Okay.
Comedic duos. I got two, one on each side. I think they both have four movies apiece, so that's why I made it these two against each other.
Okay.
I don't know how I want you to answer this, but just give me who would you go with? Comedic duo, Kid and Play, or Mike Epps and Ice Cube?
Hmm.
Now, let me give you the four movies.
Okay.
You got the House Party trilogy and Class Act with Kid and Play. Boom, right?
Mhm.
And then over on Ice Cube and Mike Epps side, you got Next Friday, Friday After Next, um, All About the Benjamins, and then Janky Promoters. Janky
Okay.
Promoters is kind of like that wild card,
Yeah.
but
Damn.
it's four movies.
That's interesting because the difference is Kid and Play went into their movie career already a duo, right?
Yeah,
Like they had that type of chemistry before where Mike Epps and Ice Cube, it was kind of formed
yeah,
after Next Friday.
yeah,
But I mean, clearly the chemistry was there because
yeah.
they were able to
They
make those
they still
other
work.
projects together. Damn,
And the
that's good.
reason, and the one reason why I came up with this question, right, is because not because you got two rappers over here and they got a rapper turned actor and a comedian actor over here. I
Mhm.
think that those movies inhabit the same space.
Yeah.
You can watch them, all of them, and kind of be in the same space and enjoy them all because they always have this element of comedy to them. I think the most serious out of the bunch is what All About the Benjamins.
I could see that.
The mo- and
Excuse me.
that's still an action comedy. So
Mhm.
it still has that serious that has that tone where one is serious and the other's kind of silly, or then we playing off of that. So that's where my brain went with the conversation, or at least we're trying to form this question.
I'm trying to
um
I'm trying to think of criteria that would separate one from the other, and it's not really anything that I can think of, honestly.
the only thing that's going like considerably separate this is box office, right? Because Kid and Play is cultural
Mhm.
regardless, all three of
Mhm.
them, like all four of those films are cultural standpoint, like cultural steadfast. So it's not like it's gonna make a big difference. Like those Ice Cube and Mike Epps films, besides Janky Promoters, are like box office draws.
Yeah. Mm. And I mean, even with that argument, I don't think it
It doesn't
adds
help.
or
It
take
don't
away
help.
from anything.
It
Yeah.
don't help because like if you want to say house part, like if you want to say Kid and Play is the comedic duo I'm rolling with because I enjoy those films better. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The thing about Mike Epps, he don't have the original Friday under his belt, so it's not that much of a landslide if you want to pick it. But I
Right.
know I can
Right.
understand that somebody says that All About Benjamins is my favorite film out of all the four that you just named. And
Yeah.
Janky Promoters is like one of those. It was at the weird time. Like I don't know if it came out in theaters. I don't know if it had a theatrical release. I think it was straight to DVD. I
Probably
remember
straight to DVD.
I remember downloading that joint to from LimeWire. Like that's how I saw Janky Promoters.
Man, ah, I really don't have. I'm not sure how I can separate. I guess the only way that I'd be able to separate is with the set of movies that I enjoy more.
Yeah,
And if I'm going off that, I probably got to go Ice Cube
Mike Epps.
and Mike Epps. I mean, mainly because of Friday and Friday After Next. Like those, to me, those are top tier culture films. I know Kid and Play, they have those culture films, but
Yeah,
even though Mike Epps and Ice Cube were a box office draw, to me those are also culture films, right?
yeah,
And for me, those are up there when it comes to culture film. So I guess because of that, I'm gonna have to go Mike Epps and Ice Cube.
yeah. Even though I phone the question, I'm probably going to lean towards Mike Epps and Ice Cube as well, because even in the Kid and Play films, right? They're Kid and Play in three of them. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But when it comes to
yeah,
class actor, Duncan Pendleton and Blade Brown, cool. But at least in the Mike Epps and Ice Cube films, they have different roles, even though they're acting. Like, they have different names to kind of
true.
bring these characters to life because I think of Janky Promoters. I think Ice Cube was funny as hell. Like he was, it's like he was so like he was such a sleazy promoter, but it was funny. And then Mike Epps just being Mike Epps, like Jelly Roll and Russell Red Entertainment. Like okay, yeah, now I'm starting to quote them. So clearly it's Ice Cube.
Right.
And, you know, it's Craig and Day Day. It's Bookham and what was it? And Reggie. And then it's
Yeah.
you know, all right, yeah, all right.
So yeah.
Ice Cube and Mike Epps.
Yeah, but I mean,
But I had to
see
lay
what
out. I had to lay out that like resume for people to see where I was thinking about with that. Because some people like, man, what? Like, all right, cool. But no, that's Kid and Play, or Ice Cube and Mike Epps.
and you see where we had to go to make a decision. It's like,
Yeah.
hey,
Because listen, I can
that's what it
watch
comes down
all
to.
8 films, no hezzy. Like those
Yeah.
are comfort films for your boy. Like I'll watch
Facts.
any of
Facts. No, that's what's up.
them.
All right. So for my off the dome, music question,
Yeah.
and this goes back to late '90s, early 2000s boy bands, right?
Okay.
Now we had a debate about NSYNC and Backstreet Boys all the time. They got all the slaps. They got all the slaps between the two.
Mhm.
But I want to talk about some of your favorite slaps from white boy bands other than those two.
Okay.
Are there any that you can think of that like are still in rotation that you love today? Maybe you know all the words when it comes on. Like, what's some of those white boy band slaps that you like outside of NSYNC and Backstreet Boys?
I'm trying to think.
Now I got one because this shit just came on. This just came on my playlist the other day. Like I was riding with my wife, right?
Mhm.
98 Degrees.
Mhm.
They have a song. I don't think this was their debut single, but it was definitely like probably their biggest, if not like top 2, top 3 of their biggest singles.
Mhm.
Give Me Just One Night, Una Noche. Like that is my jam. You keep telling me you want me. I can see it. And that's the verse. That's the verse.
Cool.
The hook is give me just one night, una noche, a moment to be by your side. That's my shit. That's my
No,
jam.
I'm not knocking you. I just don't.
Yeah,
I just
don't
don't
remember. That's
the
cool.
song.
Look, see, now I feel like I had to play it, but no, go ahead, because that's my jam.
The one that's coming to mind is Old Town, Your Everything or something like that. It was no, it's not Old Town. I think it was Youngtown. It was one of them, but it was like remember they made a live action Go Inspector Gadget film
Yeah.
and they remixed the beat.
Okay.
So it was like I can't I know the song when I hear it because it's like and then they start it put some nice drums on it and then they got they got the floating on it for real like it and it's like do it if you want it it gonna go get you I'll be your everything
I do
I'll
remember
be
that.
your
Yeah,
like so
I
no
remember
they
that.
was they know it was a nice little bop it was a
That was
teeny
cooking.
bop. It was
Yeah.
cooking.
Yeah.
And then listen, it was kind of like the cheat code because you see what Blackstreet did with, the Rugrats film. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
so it was easy for them to come behind and say, hey, you know what? We go flip this beat,
Yeah.
give somebody to sing on it, and then we
Yeah.
got it goes with and then that was the thing when you had songs that kind of accompanied the movie. So I mean, that's one of the ones I definitely remember. And then if it came on, I'm definitely,
Yep. Yep.
all that.
Hell yeah. No, that's what's up. Shout out to Old Town, man. I remember Old Town.
Yeah.
It was a lot of them just quick in and out boy bands. You remember LFO?
I remember the
Summertime
name.
Girls, I think the
I
name.
remember the name.
Real goofy single that they had, but I liked it. Like I liked it.
But this is the thing, man. I can't fault you for liking it because they made songs for children. They
Yeah.
made songs for like teeny boppers. Like they
Yeah.
made songs for us to enjoy. So
Yeah.
that's why we are hard now.
No, but back then, shit,
Back
hell
then you're 11. Like why are you so hard? Like why are you so tough?
you game banging on breakfast?
Like yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
we
you know what I'm
doing.
saying. All right, fam, man, watch out. But nah, people, that was off the dome, man.
Yeah,
If
man.
you going with a comedic duo, who you going with, Kid and Play or Ice Cube and Mike Epps?
Yeah, and tell us some of your favorite white boy band slaps that's not Backstreet Boys or NSYNC. Let us know.
That's a good one. OS gang, what's happening, family and kin folks? We got a few topics here on the OS news docket this week, but I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. It's all blurred content.
Hey,
So if this is not your wheelhouse, I do apologize.
Listen
But
anyway. We
still,
love you.
yeah, still check in with us though. But I'm just letting you know what we getting into. But we got to start here.
Hey man.
New Marvel entry.
Mm.
Spider-Man Brand New Day. Tom Holland, Zendaya. What's happening, Johnny? The movie just came out. It came out technically Wednesday, but
True. True.
it's been out since Wednesday, and it's now Sunday. But the box office, they're smashing box office numbers. It's a
Already.
Spider-Man film. Not
Already.
really hard to really sell, but we're here to give our review. So spoiler alert. We're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
get
for
into the
sure.
highs. We're gonna get into what we thought about the film, highs, lows, and the overall rating out of 10. So first, Johnny,
Yeah,
what's
man.
your impression of the film?
Well, look, let me start by saying I just saw this earlier today. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally reacting off of first watch, not had
Adrenaline.
yeah, like literally pure adrenaline.
Yeah.
I haven't had time to really sit with it, so everything is pure reactionary.
Yeah.
So with that being said, easily the best one out of the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Easily. To me, easily. I enjoyed everything about this movie. There's a lot of underlying themes. There's a lot of connections to other characters within the MCU
Yeah.
that I think were played very well. Even with I'm going to call him not a lesser known character, but a lesser character in The Punisher, who's been mainly seen on Netflix and Disney Plus. His introduction in the grander MCU, I thought was played really well. I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed everything about this movie.
First impression, I was able to see this yesterday, so I
Mhm.
saw it yesterday morning. Good film, very good film. I don't know where I want to put it, in the Tom Holland arc of films because
Yeah,
honestly, he hasn't made a bad film. Like he hasn't made a bad one. It's
true.
just they be okay. But if we're going off of this film, like no, it was a good watch. It had great pacing. The action, the fight choreography was A1.
For sure.
Um, the introduction to characters, we'll get into that. Um, I have critiques,
Hmm.
but I mean, if you're talking about like a good film, oh, it's good. So
Yeah.
I'll leave it there. But let's get into these highs, bro. Let's glaze it. Let's go and put the glaze on.
Let me start by saying this.
Mm-hmm.
This is technically Peter Parker's and this is Peter Parker's MCU origin. We never really got an MCU version of Peter Parker's origin, right? He just kind of showed up in Civil War and, just been going ever since. He didn't fought Thanos. He didn't, his own villain, all that. But this really felt like a real origin, especially with him fighting the reconnection with MJ and Ned, him his powers evolving and trying to suppress that. Like this really, to me, this really felt like a brand new day, pun intended, right? Like it really felt like an origin film. Like, what's your take on that?
I don't know if I would go so far to say origin, but I do agree that it was a reset. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because he's shedding all of the things that made him Spider-Man in those first three films.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
the
For
tech,
sure.
the dependency on the web shooters that were like techie or whatever. Now it's
Mhm.
more organic, and him embracing those changes in his body. I think the best thing about this film is the emotional beats of it.
Oh, for
Like
sure.
that
For
is what
sure.
that's what drives the film to me. Like, we can get to the action and this and this character, but no, when they came to niggas acting, like when they came to Holland and Zendaya acting, like that's what we talking about.
The best thing that could have happened to this film is
Mhm.
them filming Odyssey at the same time. Because they brought
they
they
brought
brought that
they acted.
emotional shit over. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Like
Like when she looked him dead in his face, she was like, "Hey, you know what, my nigga, I don't love you." I said, "Damn."
like this is a beautiful letter. She first started off by saying, "What took you so long to tell me?" And then said, "I don't love you." Like that's
Like,
crazy.
and then hey,
The
can you,
emotion in
hey,
my man's face,
and
like
then, hey, can you take me home? Like what?
I'm not gonna lie. That is one of many times in the second half of the film where my eyes kind of welled up because
Oh no, I ain't
I
gonna.
felt for my man.
I ain't gonna hold you. And then like the emotional beats of bringing Aunt May out into
Yeah.
certain parts, and her kind of being what taught our surprise anti-hero off the ledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'll just say it. The introduction to Jean Grey.
Yeah, man. Look,
Okay, I like Marvel's best kept secret because they don't keep shit. Like we knew when they said Sadie Sink from
everybody
Stranger
knew it.
Things was gonna be in the film, they was like, oh, she probably gonna be Jean Grey, and then Lord behold,
But
Jean
Lord
Grey,
behold, right,
Lord
right.
behold. But no, Jean Grey was cooked. Like Max from Stranger Things cooked the entire film. Like she was cooked like fricassee, fried. Like it was like deep fried, boiled. Like she was cooking, brother. And she was part of that acting that I was talking about because you felt the emotion when it
Yeah, for
came
sure.
to like the loss of her sister. And I was like, okay, like I see what's going on here. I think the Punisher was like one of a good comedic element. He
Oh, absolutely.
he ain't trying to be funny, but he is
But
funny.
he,
And
yeah,
then the interaction between him and Spider-Man, this big brother little brother dynamic, I really enjoyed that.
there's so many levels to grief in this film, right?
Mhm.
Because for those who haven't seen any of the Netflix and Disney Plus Daredevil Punisher shows,
Mhm.
Punisher continues to deal with his own grief at the loss of his family, his wife
Yeah.
and daughter, right?
Mhm.
And we know Peter lost Unmay in No Way Home. We know he lost his best friend and his girlfriend because they don't remember him. So that's also grief that he's dealing with. The fact that he's dealing with that grief in this film, he was able to connect with Jean Grey, connect with the Punisher, and help them also through their grief as well,
Mhm.
which is how we got to the end of the film. But just the theme of grief just weighed so heavy like
Well,
throughout this entire film, and it's
this the
crazy.
thing. Spider-Man ain't got no parents. Uncle Ben got murked before the movies
But
even started.
before even Civil War, like it's crazy.
And then Aunt May got took out. God damn. Like, and then now we got to get rid of my best friends and my old lady too. Hey, bro,
I know, I
that's crazy.
know, and the constant struggle with that, which led to his enhanced mutant abilities that he tried to
Yeah,
suppress, and
yeah,
fighting with the fact that, hey, this is causing me to become this person, but I need to embrace this because this is really who I am. Like, it's that theme throughout the whole movie is just amazing,
yeah.
amazing.
I'm trying to think of other good points before we kind of start going to other points, but I think like the cameo of characters
Mhm.
can be looked at in both my good and bad about the film. Like I like the cameos. I like but 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 little but
J- just say
Black
Yelena.
Widow.
You're not
Black
Yelena.
Widow. Shit. I was trying to say it. I couldn't do it. It was good seeing her. That was like a good funny moment.
Mhm.
Dr. Banner,
Oh yeah,
before he
for
turned to
sure.
Hulk, I think that was a good cameo because it sometimes you forget that Spider-Man is a genius.
Smart as hell. Yeah.
Like sometimes you forget that, and then in this film he wasn't able to really flex that, in my opinion. It was always that he was in his apartment and chasing down police scanners and that type of thing. And
Yeah.
so when it comes to like the scientific part of Peter Parker, he needed that part to kind of be introduced. So that's why I get the Dr. Banner part,
Yep.
because before then we weren't talking about that. And then even when MJ came in and kind of filled in the gap of what he was trying to do with the inhibitor thing, that showed that he needed people around.
Yep.
And I think that was what one of the reoccurring things, right? You need people, you need someone, you can't do this alone. Even the cop was like, hey, big dog, you might, I mean, listen, I got
Yeah.
my kids, what you got?
The other thing about the major cameos, right, from other MCU characters,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like each of them were tied to something that progressed the story, right?
Yeah.
Like him going to meet Yelena the first time in her office.
Yeah.
Um, like it helped him think about the fact that, hey, maybe these people are being mind controlled. So
Mm-hmm.
he took that information and did what he needed to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Punisher, just continuing to deal with the grief,
Mm-hmm.
and then with Jean Grey, she just introduced what I think is going to be the world turning on mutants, basically. Like I think that's a whole introduction to that part of the mutant saga that's gonna happen after Secret Wars.
Yeah, we'll talk.
So yeah, no, I think the cameos from other MCU characters were placed well to help progress the story. So that was definitely my thing on that.
Yeah. I think we touched on the highs, right? You got
Yeah.
anything? Okay.
No,
Let's get to these nitpicks.
Yeah.
Because I got plenty. I'll start. The Hulk was so unnecessary in this film. So unnecessary. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Like, I get the inhibitor piece,
Mhm.
but we just needed another big fight sequence. And that's what I took away from this, right? I hate knowing the business. I hate knowing the business. I just want to be a fan. But when I know that Sony and Marvel got to put their dick on the table, they was like, you know what? They might take Spider-Man away from us. So you know what? Let's put all this MCU shit in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's put New Avengers in here. Let's put some mutants in here. Let's put some Hulk in here. Like, goddamn, like that. Listen, you know what I be saying about Spider-Man standing on his own. Now this is a brand new day. We got Punisher. We got Black Widow. We got Hulk. Like we got goddamn.
Yeah.
Jean Grey too. Shit. Like, come on, help me.
So first of all, I completely hear your point. I do.
Mm-hmm. But he
but
have
even
to
with
the Hulk though, like he ain't have to, the Hulk.
I mean, look,
and then don't let me get on the plot hole in there too.
the first what 5 minutes of the movie, he put all his villains in jail. All his villains in jail because he put them in jail.
And then remember, we had a whole segment.
Was happy about Tombstone. I know.
It was happy about Tombstone.
I was.
That nigga didn't get a chance to talk.
His ass was he was in a montage.
Man,
a montage village is crazy.
I know, man. At least they brought Scorpion back to do a little work. But God damn, he was mind controlled, so it wasn't even really Scorpion.
I did enjoy Scorpion. Like even though his shit was techie, like that shit was fire.
I fuck with Scorpion. At least they paid off Scorpion because he was at the end of No Way Home, right? Or Homecoming. Like he was in one of them.
He was like in the post-credit scene for Homecoming, I believe.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, Vulture was in jail.
Yep.
And he came across Scorpion. He was like, oh, okay. At least they paid that off. At least, my man got to come back and play Scorpion. But no Tombstone, bro. I'm like, all right, man.
Montage villain is crazy.
That was crazy. Like they put that out there like he was gonna be the one.
I know.
just a Jean Grey to come snatch that. But back to the Hulk. The plot hole in that, right? How does everybody not remember Peter, but the Hulk does?
What you mean?
Remember, like the whole thing is nobody knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But remember when Hulk was about to give him the last smash, the last bow. Like he said, "Hey, I'm your friend Peter," and he was like, "What?" Then he just threw himself off the building. I was like, "Man, fuck out of here, bro."
Did he say? So okay. I know the scene you talking about, but I think it's because like he said something about. So remember they had the conversation at the school after class. Mm-hmm. They was talking about all the science shit, the inhibitor, all that stuff. Damn, I wish I remember.
He gave him a fake name, so he never said it was Peter then. He said Peter when he was getting ready to get his head, like he's about to get his head. Like he was already losing.
But that's the thing. I don't think he said Peter. He said something from that conversation that they had, and then he recognized him, like from the conversation. But I don't know if it was his name.
But the Hulk ain't supposed. I think I remember saying Peter, and then this is the other thing. The Hulk ain't really supposed to have these all type of emotions. He's supposed to beat his ass. He's supposed to promise him through the building. Like,
but that was Bruce coming back out. That was Bruce coming out.
You know what's so crazy? Bruce was there the first time. When the inhibitor came off, it was Angry Hulk, and we've been wanting Angry Hulk. So now Angry Hulk. That's why. That's because
he was being mind controlled by Jean Grey. That's why. And for whatever reason, Jean Grey being in Bruce Banner's mind to bring out the Hulk somehow broke the whatever type of suppression that Bruce really had, and that's how we got the Hulk.
But that's still plot armor though. Like that's still like an inconsistency though. Like I hear what you're saying, and you fight, but it don't matter. That's an inconsistency. So now, I mean, like I said, that is a nitpick, but I still feel like the Hulk was so unnecessary because like that was my gripe against Black Cap, his movie. It
Yeah.
was it was so much Hulk stuff in there. It's like, hey, y'all just want to do a Hulk film. I get it.
Yeah.
We gotta,
Can't.
but y'all want to force that into a Spider-Man film that was gonna do money anyway. We got a mutant over here, like big mutant, like like one of the mutants, like, and she a teenager.
I know that's the okay. So that leads into my nitpick.
Okay.
After Spider-Man figured out that Jean Grey was just trying to like save her sister,
which was
this
a like, you seen it coming. I was like, oh man, a sharp dressed Negro in a suit. He's the bad guy.
he's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy.
After he found that out, this basically turned into an X-Men film, and I don't. It really bothered me. Like
Because
that really bothered me.
I was like, who was the villain here? And
Yes.
then it's like Spider-Man is trying to save Jean from going. I was like, please don't. If I see a Phoenix in here, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Oh yeah, no.
I was like, listen, bro,
way too early.
It's way too early to see the Phoenix. But we know how strong she can get, though. Now that was something that was like, wow, but she can't control it.
And this movie is the reason. Well, for MCU purposes, this movie is the reason. One, Jean Grey became as powerful as she did.
Yeah.
Two, I feel like this is going to be the catalyst for non-mutants to dislike mutants, which in 2040 is going to lead to Avengers versus X-Men. Like this, I feel like this is the catalyst for that.
And you know what's so interesting, right? Like, we seen like the writing on the wall when my man said, damage control. Now I'm not familiar with source material, but I was like, that sounds a lot like any other agency you're trying to fight. The faceless giant, the faceless enemy, right? Yeah. Like some type of agency we got to go up against. So I was like, all right, that's strike one. And then when they start introducing all these elements of stuff that Spider-Man wants to fight against, I was like, so y'all got shocker technology. You got the hand as your personal bodyguard. I was like, hey,
that was
Peter. Where's the tingle at? Your spidey senses didn't pick up on none of that.
And everything else.
Yeah, right. You listen everything else.
That's my other thing about damage control. We've seen shit. I think damage control showed up in one of these other Spider-Man movies also, but it's also showed up in several Disney Plus shows. Okay. But every time they show up, it's always to apprehend enhanced individuals. They never are there to. They're never there to partner. They're always there to apprehend, arrest, go after. So the fact, like, this is crazy.
And, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. But it's just like with the hand. I was like, the hand are never good guys. So what are we doing here? Like, you can't sell me that. Peter should just squabbled up. I mean, Spider should just squabbled up right then and there. Nah, y'all the ops. What's up? What's happening? It's up for y'all forever.
Now that I'm thinking about it, you mentioning the Hulk needing to not be in this movie unnecessary. The hand was fucking unnecessary because to anybody that's never seen Daredevil, where the fuck they come from? Like this is a new nitpick for me because at first I was like, oh, this is fire, but no, now I'm thinking about it, like
they just putting everybody in here, bro. Like, listen, like I keep telling y'all, Spidey can stand on his own.
If anything, if the hand is there, you should replace the Punisher with Daredevil. At least Matt Murdock was in the last Spider-Man movie. Like that's some type of continuity. Okay, now I'm starting to pick plot holes in this.
The plot holes is
that's
you can walk through them. And another thing too, right? And another thing. I think with Jean Grey, right? I like her introduction, but they made her seem so menacing when she was just really trying to get to her sister, right?
Yeah.
And the one thing that made her inconsistent in my mind was the fact that she went after MJ like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you attack the love of Spider-Man's life or Peter? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that had no point. Like, now, granted, we're on this grief or this journey to get Peter Parker or Spider-Man to be unified, and he's like, "Hey, you know what? I need people. I need my friends. I need MJ back." But for Jean to do that and then talk crazy to him, like she was like, "Oh, she doesn't remember you." Like, I was like, "Nah, that was cold, bro."
No,
like,
when
that
she
was cold.
okay.
That was cold, bro.
So when they were on the rooftop.
Yeah.
After he had took her from the apartment, they was hugging.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, feel her." feel like I was like, oh,
She
like
cold.
that's
That's cold.
crazy.
I was like, you
That was
raggedy,
chilling. Like that was
you.
chilling.
I'm like, you raggedy bitch. I
And
was like,
okay, so at that point, I think this is before it was confirmed that this was Jean Grey.
mm-hmm.
I went into this movie thinking Jean Grey is there, but throughout this film, until she was confirmed, I'm thinking this is somebody else. I'm thinking this is somebody else because she was being mad sinister.
Yeah,
Like
it's like
it's
Jean Grey had
crazy.
no purpose to go after Spidey like that. It's like, yeah, he foiled the tank plot, you know what I'm saying, like that part,
Yeah,
but it didn't make sense for Jean to keep attacking him. But I think like that's the immaturity in the character because she's not fully formed yet. She's a teenager. The one person that she couldn't get into, I got to keep messing with him.
Yeah, and I
And
think
and
get him
correct
out the
me
way.
and get me right if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
How is Spidey so strong he can kick out Jean?
So okay, another plot hole because I was wondering that myself. Like maybe
Like
maybe somehow his Spidey sense was blocking her, but that's the only thing I can really come up with.
But even and this is the thing too, right? If it happened after the like the heightened stress part when he saw MJ kiss the dude,
Yeah.
it would make more sense. But it happened the first time they met.
It's just
So
movie magic, I guess.
yeah,
I don't know.
I like plot armor, bro. Like I was like, all right, man. Like Jean, like now, granted, I'm gonna say this: Jean was a teenager. She a youngin. She don't really
Yeah.
know how to. She don't really know how to control that. But she jumping from people to person. Like, hey, clearly she's strong.
Right. Okay. Well, okay. Maybe that's it. So
But
she had just learned how to use her powers from her sister, right? So maybe at that point she wasn't strong enough for Peter because Peter, he's a mutant also. So maybe then
like
she just wasn't as strong.
They established him as a mutant after, like they kind of made it seem like he was a mutant after the fact. Like when like he went to that house party, he's seeing Ned, he's seeing MJ. MJ kissed the dude, he started getting headaches, his body started tensing up, and we can understand that. But that's where the mutation part started. So anything before then, it doesn't make sense. Like I can see it happen after the fact because he don't know how to control that.
Yeah.
And that inhibitor piece was just like a big part of the sign. Like we had to make sure Peter Parker was still smart, so he got to send this whole film building this little pager, this little chip. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
this Nvidia chip, this M5 that go in your iPhone.
pretty much. But I mean, now I will say it's the third act. I mean, hey, regardless, it was cooking. I mean, listen, I can point out all these plot holes, and I can continue to keep doing this. But we talking about the third act. Usually, third acts usually don't end well or land well. But no, the final fight sequence when he realized like, hey, I'm that nigga. All right, web you up. Let me bust through this door. And then Jean Grey, the only reason she got talked down is because Mama ain't made inside the brain. So listen, you had to tap into the emotions because Jean Grey wasn't backing down.
Oh no, not at all.
She was about to give my boy a whole fade, a whole razor, a whole taper. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was gone. He was cooked, brother.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
But like that again, that's where the acting comes in, right? Like for this to be a Spider-Man film, the acting was like top tier.
Yes. Yes.
So the last sequence where Jean Grey is in Spider-Man's head, Aunt May is talking to her, or Aunt May is talking to Peter, but it changes into Jean Grey. And then Peter pops up and then he sits down next to her and say, "Well, you got me." I'm like, "Come on, fam."
And then caught a bullet for a real one. Like I was like, "All right, now hold on." She had you in the mind trance, but you were strong enough. That Spidey sense kicked in then.
Hey man,
to catch the bullet.
Spider-Man is him.
Hey man, Frank Castle's like, "Hey, I don't care about that. This how I'm handling it.
You know how I got it. You know what needs to be done."
Listen, I got a bullet that can fire through that motherfucking force field. I don't care about none of that. That nigga was across the harbor. He was across the harbor. He said, "You know what? I got something for you."
Talk about expert marksman, goddamn. Like that's crazy.
I was about to make a civil rights joke, but I'll stop. But hey, listen, bro, that was crazy. Frank, and then like the Peter being able to walk through the crowd, and Frank with the mask on. Like I thought that. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Okay, all right, now I ain't gonna exactly. And then now, do you want to talk about the after credit scene, or we can just get to the rating?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, what you got for the after credit scene? Because, like, I mean, it was understood. I mean, I wouldn't say understood. I wouldn't say
Mhm.
understood. It was kind of like, yeah, that's how I say that. Yeah.
First of all, you told me that I didn't need to stay.
Mm.
But I gotta stay just
You ain't
because
gonna listen to me. You ain't gonna
off the
listen to me. You ain't
off
gonna
the
listen to me.
strength, I gotta stay. Like
You
I
was there
can't
2.5 hours. Why
I
not?
can't I
What's
can't not
5
stay,
more
right?
minutes?
Facts. But I definitely could have. I could look that shit up.
Yeah, that's
I could I could have looked that shit up. But I'll say this though. Definitely confused because the Spider-Man tracker
Mm-hmm.
found him in Queens, but then he moved to like space somewhere.
Space.
But I'm like, first of all, this thing wouldn't be able to detect Spider-Man if he's in another dimension, another multiverse, right? So okay, maybe he's not there. So my guess is that tracker detected him on what's going to be known as Battle World in Secret Wars,
Yeah.
which is what Doomsday leads into.
Yeah.
But outside of that shit, he's just tracker in space. Like that's crazy.
Listen.
And shout out to Ned for building that shit. Smart as hell.
If this was a true MCU film and not a Sonyverse film, I would have thought that they would have set up the X-Men, or at least teased it a little bit more, because we know that when Jean took that bus upstate, we know where she's going, or we know where she's going to end up.
The X Mansion, yeah.
The X Mansion, like it's implied. If you know, you know.
Facts.
But it would have been nice to know that she pulled up to, the gifted school of, like,
But low key, I thought when she was on the bus, I thought we were going to see the bus
pulling up.
End up.
No,
yeah.
we just seen it going, upstate, and it's like it could be implied, but they don't want to give you too much. But then again, this is a Sony film.
Facts.
So
Facts.
we can't do too much. But all right, we went through what we thought about it, highs, lows, rating out of 10. What you got, bro?
Oh, out of 10. I look, we did all that nitpicking shit.
Yeah.
I don't care about none of that. this movie was still fire. I still think this is the best out of the Tom Holland series of Spider-Man films. If we going out of 10, I'm going solid with 8.5, 9. Like that's I'm gonna say 8.75 because just that's in between. But no, this is up there. Whatever phase, this might be phase 7. I don't fucking know. Whatever phase we in.
They don't count the Spider-Man films in the phases at all, do they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Yeah, because I think No Way Home. No, not No Way Home. The one that was right after Endgame, Far From Home, that ended phase 3 because that was after Endgame, I believe. Okay. But anyway, 8.75. This is fire. This is definitely one of the Marvel movies of the last how many of the years that I would go see again in theaters. Like I would absolutely go see this again. 8.75.
Yeah, I did all that talking about, the the nitpicks and the plot holes and stuff like that. But what Marvel film ain't got one? It's an 8, big dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I got for you. It's still an 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, that film was good. Like,
yeah, man.
I think one thing that Marvel has been lacking is the emotional beats of the characters. And now, granted, they had 4 chances to get this right, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? We had more chances to get the characters right and build up this dramatic tension with them. But when you got people and they showed up to act,
yeah, man.
I'm sorry. Like, people were acting.
This is outside of Thor. I feel like the Thor franchise. I feel like the movies that have that emotional pull have been some of the best. Think about Wakanda Forever. Think about Guardians 3. Like the movies that have that emotional side to it, I think have been some of the best films that we've had out of the MCU. Just since inception. So I'm shout out to everybody involved because and shout out to Christopher Nolan because shit. He deserves something for this too.
Don't get me started on Odyssey. Don't get me started on Odyssey.
One more week, baby. I'm going to see it.
We'll give you a little recap on that. But hey, people, that was our Spider-Man What's the name of this? Oh no, Spider-Man.
Brand New Day.
Brand New Day. I was about to say Far From Home because you mentioned it, so that threw me off. But now Spider-Man Brand New Day recap. Let us know what y'all think about that. But let's get into some more blurred commentary. San Diego Comic-Con just went down while we were on our little break.
Yeah.
So we got a few trailers and a few like news topics to run through. We gonna start with the most anticipated though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We've been waiting on this. We've been saying drop the trailer, bro. We don't care about none of that other stuff. Drop the trailer, bro.
Yeah.
Avengers Doomsday trailer officially came out. Johnny, what's our thoughts here, brother?
It's so interesting. As much as we've like kind of talked down on the MCU over the last how many of years, they've hit a lull in most cases.
Mm-hmm.
But with Brand New Day, just seen that, and now with this new Doomsday trailer, it does seem as if they're trying to restore the feeling. Like, I know we've said this before in the past,
we have,
but I feel like more than ever now.
Well, the reason is they have scaled back on releasing content. Like, we know that after December, we're not getting another Marvel film until next year.
Secret Wars. That's right.
Now, y'all setting the bar real high. Real high.
That's a
fact. At least after Infinity War, we got Ant-Man or something. Like, we got something to kind of, a little
hold us over.
Hold us over. Nah. Y'all will get the next film next December.
Yeah,
so,
man.
No, I mean, I think you're spot on with that though, bro. So with the trailer, this is technically a teaser trailer too, right?
No, I think this is the full trailer.
Okay, the official. Yeah. Okay, because it's official. Then we'll get another.
They did a whole lot before.
Yeah, like, yeah. We got 4 different ones over there.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, after the last string of like teaser trailers for all superhero films and TV shows, let's just do away with the teasers. Like, when y'all ready to drop the actual joint, just drop it. Because
I'll say this: some teaser trailers aren't created equal. Because I got 2 that are bar above everybody else: Wakanda Forever and the Joker. Like, when those hit the streets, no, they was cooking, brother. But no, I hear you. But that's only 2, baby. But that's 2. Like you said it. That's an anomaly. That's 2 out of how many teasers we had. Man. But let's get back to this Doomsday though, bro. Like, it's so much going on in this, bro. I think one big thing that you can take away, I know you didn't mention it, but it's the incursions. We see all these worlds and all these teams starting to merge.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your thoughts on that?
It's cool. It's like, I think it's great to see all of these legacy and current characters on screen together. Getting the legacy Professor X and Magneto. Seeing Thor interact with the Fantastic Four, seeing the Wakandans in the Fantastic Four, seeing the new Avengers with I love it. Seeing Gambit fight Shang-Chi, like, shit's fire. Seeing Mystique turn into Yelena and them fighting, look, what's the meme? Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Fire, super fire. I think the biggest thing for me in this film is Thor's speech to everybody, right? Yeah. First of all, we've seen Thor be goofy as hell his last couple films, but what happened?
I'm thinking about the speech, and I want you to finish. I want you to finish. I want to cut you off.
Just hearing how grim and serious he sounds, like he's telling people, "Hey, I done fought people over the last 1,500 years. These motherfuckers have been strong, but Doom is stronger than all of them and all of us combined." Like he sound like he mad serious. Like, he mad serious. And
it sounded like he said, like, I fought with people that were stronger than y'all. Y'all some weak ass niggas. That's what I said. Like, y'all weak as hell. And this dude over here,
bro,
I need to get my old squad back. Like, what you talking? At least, what Cap say? What if we lose? We'll lose together. Like, I need to get him back.
Hey, and that's gonna happen.
That's what they did.
That's gonna happen. That's going to happen. Like, fam,
no. We're all cooked.
It's so many memes. I seen a video of somebody saying the new Avengers preparing for Dr. Doom, and they was just strapping up like with all the guns and shit.
That's all they can do. They ain't got no powers over there.
Hell, what?
John Walker, do he even got the super? He got the super soaker, the super strength, that super soaker is crazy.
Super Soaker is crazy. But yes, I think he does have a version of it. It's not as strong.
But he's not as strong. But it's like, hey man, we're done. This gonna be a long year.
Done so. Like golly. Oh my god. But
okay. But no, I think let's just get straight to it, bro.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom. We've been waiting to see Doctor Doom on screen.
Yeah.
We've officially got a view of Doctor Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not with the mask off. We haven't seen that as RDJ, but we know him. But you do hear RDJ's accent as Doctor Doom throughout the trailer. What do you think about just seeing him and then I guess like, part of the voice?
I wasn't moved. Like Latveria, so he's from Latveria. Latveria is a fictional country, so like he sound Jamaican and European. Like he sound funny. Like like it's cool. I guess.
Sound like he's trying to have an accent. Huh?
Yeah, like
would it have helped if we never knew who Robert Downey Jr. was?
Oh man, what?
I think is that what it is?
Imagine we get all this Doomsday stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know it's RDJ playing Doom. And then in Doomsday, he's unmasked somehow, and it's art. Oh my man.
That's why I hate knowing the business, bro. Because I mean, listen, the fact that they even put Gambit in here is they put Channing Tatum's version of Gambit in here.
Yeah.
When they could have easily got my old boy from X-Men Origins, they could just got him too.
Nobody remembers him.
I remember. I like that film. Well,
the North remembers.
The North remembers up until that final fight. But neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But no, the trailer's fire, bro. Like, I mean, what can I say? Like, it was good seeing Dr. Doom. Like, it's one thing like. We keep leveling up Thor, like Mjolnir, got
Stormbreaker, all this.
Got mad, he got smashed by Hela, like pow, like got that up out of here. Get that weak shit up out of here. Yeah, Cap, you can have that. Nobody wants that. Like what Cap? Hold on, what happened at the end game? He was like, hey, this is a puny one. You can take that. Like, he threw that shit. Cap was like, you can have that. I want Stormbreaker. So now they have established that Doom is so powerful that he can stop Stormbreaker. When Stormbreaker got Thanos right here.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have went for the head, but he got him here.
But he
still chopped the head off, but he still, it's something that he couldn't stop. Like, Doom.
Now, the reason that they're saying that, and this is a bigger plot point, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
If you notice on his glove or whatever this shit, the metal plate on his hand.
Yeah.
Those are magical runes that the Scarlet Witch potentially, had some affiliation with.
Oh, the dark magic stuff. Well, you know what? The thing about Doom is so, which is he finna get a lot of niggas out of here because he's smart and he a wizard. Like
yes,
bro.
Yes.
All right, bro, man, watch out. We cook.
Yes.
We cook. Not the Avengers. We are done.
So look,
who's supposed to save us?
No, facts. So my last 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
One, how did you feel about Steve Rogers appearing at the end, where he was like, "Hey, buddy," and Mjolnir and all that shit.
Yeah, it's like he's like impossible. I'm like, it ain't really impossible. I mean, the nigga just went back in time.
But you know what's crazy? I don't think he's talking about Steve Rogers when he says impossible. If you notice, there's a figure in the background standing. I think that might be Loki.
Oh, okay. You might be on some of that.
Because if you also notice in the trailer, there's a hand that's holding Loki's TVA card, but holding that hand is a wedding band on that hand. I think that's Steve Rogers holding that.
Okay, you might be on some with that. I totally missed that point, but it's just like Steve Rogers being here.
And then my last point. I see a lot of people upset about a lot of characters that did not show up in this trailer. The one I'm going to point out is Monica Rambeau. I think Monica Rambeau should be somewhat integral to this Doomsday story because she herself is able to close portals in between universes.
But
she's trapped on X-Men's universe with Beast in them.
Yeah, but is that the right one? Because the one I don't know if that's the one. hold on. Is it the Fox one or is it the like
I don't
which
know.
Fox one? Is it the new
I'm
one or the old one? First
I'm
class
going
one.
to I'm going to assume
It's the first one
it's
because
the
that's
first one.
because it's Kelsey Grammer's beat.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Which would go with the original
yeah,
Professor X and Magneto.
okay, okay,
So
okay.
people are upset that she's not in the film, but I have hope and faith that she's going to be in the she has to be in the film.
She gotta be
She has
like.
to be.
Listen, y'all
She's a
don't like
direct
the Mar.
connection to Incursions.
Y'all don't like. And where's Doctor Strange? Did it show Doctor Strange? Did
They
I
did not
miss
show
that?
Doctor Strange. No, they did.
He off fighting. He off doing stuff too with incursions. Help. We need. All right, bro. You know what I'm saying? We off there because
Yeah.
now we getting too far into the weeds. All right, let us know what y'all think about the Doomsday trailer coming out. Let's talk about. There's a lot of Marvel news, but we got to sneak this in since we're talking about trailers. I want to switch. I want to switch it up real quick because this is
Let's do
Johnny's
it.
man's. Lanterns,
Amen.
DC,
Amen.
HBO. They need something to follow up House of Dragon,
Hey,
and I know,
hey,
and I
and
know,
they got it.
and I think they are cooking. But Johnny, this is your wheelhouse. I will let you take the lead. What do you think, bro?
Now I'm gonna go back to my earlier point.
Mm-hmm.
Get that teaser trailer shit out of here. Don't let's not do that no more because when the pictures, the stills came out of this show, when the teaser trailer came out, I was pissed. I was upset. I was mad. I wish we had interns to go back and pull that audio because that was some bullshit.
Yeah,
But nah, this new trailer,
cool.
nah, they should have led with this. They should have led with this. We get more in-depth communication between John Stewart and Hal Jordan. We
Yeah.
see that he really is training him, right? He gives John Stewart the ring and say, "Hey, take this, my boy, go fly."
Yeah.
We get actual constructs in this trailer. Constructs is the things that materialize from the ring, from the willpower.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fire. So CGI is being put to good use in this show. But the major thing, we know who the villain or who the villains are in this show.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, they John Stewart asked Hal Jordan if he knew who Manhunters were.
Mm-hmm.
And Hal Jordan got really like kind of spooked about it. Like, how do you know that name?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that comes to mind is Martian Manhunter, right?
Yeah.
That's not who we're referring to. The Guardians of Oa, who created the Green Lantern Corps, created what was known as the Manhunters before the Green Lanterns. These were the protectors of all universes, all sectors of the galaxies, things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Manhunters turned on the Guardians, so they became a rogue organization. Pretty much start going to planet, killing people. And it seems like they are here on Earth now, killing folks. Now, why they in this wild western town, I have no fucking clue. I don't know, but that's who the villains are. And then the Guardians created the Green Lantern Corps to replace the Manhunters to protect all the sectors, but then also hunt the Manhunters. So knowing that, because this is deep Green Lantern lore, like knowing that that's the villain of this show, oh, I'm all the way in. So I'm thoroughly excited, bro. I'm thoroughly excited about this.
I was in it because it was HBO. You ain't gotta tell me on that. HBO don't miss, baby. If it's a Sunday show, they're
and
not missing.
that's what I was
So
about to say. Like, this starts August 16th, which is a Sunday. So look,
listen, I'm already a Sunday night HBO nigga. Listen, House of
Out here,
Dragons
baby.
is 8 o'clock.
out
I
here, baby.
cannot wait. So anything that goes on a Sunday night HBO is a listen. You ain't have to
Sure shot,
listen.
baby.
It's a sure shot.
I love it. I
So,
cannot wait for this.
but no,
can't
I
wait.
mean, I ain't got no more to add because I mean, Johnny just laid it out. I mean, that's something I don't like. All right, like that's what's up. But like, listen, all I know is buddy cop and some rings and niggas will be flying. Sinestro, like, all right.
Oh, that's the other thing. We get Sinestro in this show too.
Mhm.
Oh my god, come on.
Mhm.
Chef's fucking kiss, man.
Yes,
Come on,
sir.
man.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on. Come on.
Ah,
Deep in these Green Lantern streets.
yes.
Anyway,
But now let's get to some announcements. We
yeah.
had trailers. Those stuff that's coming out. Let's get to something that could get shelved. We never know. You never know what be going on here.
Facts.
So we got we got two things in particular, right? But we gonna start with the black stuff. Black Panther 3. Black
Yeah,
Panther
man.
3 was announced. It's coming out in 2028, I believe.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
The new T'Challa was cast. I mean, casting was announced, and I'm not saying T'Challa as in the replacement for Chadwick Boseman, but it's the T'Challa aged up version, T'Challa Junior or T'Challa Two or whatever his name is to be in the film. But T'Challa's son has been casted as David Johnson.
Yeah, man.
Johnny, what did you think about the announcement from Ryan Coogler and Marvel?
First, let me say rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, right?
Always.
They should have did this shit back then. They should have did this shit back then. Now,
Mhm.
I am unfamiliar with David Johnson and his filmography. So I don't like I'm not hip on, his acting chops.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. I'm excited that somebody who is, let's just say, new and up and coming, right? Because I keep seeing reports about three previous films that he's been in that he's done really well in.
Mhm.
Again, shout out to him. But I'm excited. I'm a fan of a casting of someone that not the masses are not familiar with, right? In this role. So I'm happy. I'm excited about it. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see. No, this is not going to be the T'Challa that we grew up with, right? This is not that T'Challa. This is T'Challa's son. So
Yeah.
just like Brand New Day, we get a reset. Like this is
Yeah.
a Black Panther reset, basically. So I'm excited about this. I don't know. Nobody knows what the plot of the movie or none of that stuff. It right at this moment, it doesn't matter. I'm just happy that we have a new T'Challa. That's what I'm happy about.
Yeah. Hey man, I like okay. I'm unfamiliar with David Johnson,
Mhm.
and I'll lead that. I didn't know who he was. I seen like who's this? Who's him? And we was all expected Dams and Idris, but
Yeah.
it's not a complete disappointment though,
Mhm.
because I mean Damson like he still had big shoes to fill, regardless if he was gonna be T'Challa's, first T'Challa, second T'Challa. It don't
Facts.
matter.
Facts.
It's still big shoes to fill. So I know Damson is a star, but this is not about him anymore. The casting has been announced. I'm excited because now there's one character that they don't play about, and that's T'Challa. They
Yeah.
play about the other black characters. We can talk about that after we talk about this next announcement. But they clearly play about the black characters. And one thing they ain't gonna play about is T'Challa because he's too integral. He's too
Facts.
important. Like that is gonna work well with the mutant saga. You gotta have Black Panther around.
Yeah.
Especially if Storm. They talking about Storm. It's rumors of Storm gonna be in 3. So it's ways that we can really cook now that we have T'Challa back. And the thing that makes me so excited about this, I trust Ryan Coogler. I
Yeah.
trust I
For sure.
trust I trust him
For
a
sure.
1000%
Yep.
to get this right. Because no matter what, Wakanda Forever is still a good film.
Yes.
Like story wise, you had to work around, the Chadwick Boseman passing.
Mhm.
He passed off camera. They found a way to honor him throughout the film, but the story itself is still a good film. Like everything they had with Ironheart and Namor and the colloquians. Is that what you're saying? That
Yeah, we'll say that.
yeah. The water. I be
Pe-
trying not to
pe-
say the water niggas.
people from Talacon. Goddamn.
The water niggas. Them the blue niggas. But you know what I'm saying? They was riding wheels and shit. Shout out to them. But but I believe in Ryan Coogler. So this brings a level of excitement that I'm ready. Like, and now I want to go back and watch anything bro was in.
I know,
So
right? Now I feel
the
the same way.
so the
Same
Lone
way.
Walk. That was a film that I was gonna watch anyway because I
Mhm.
think it's adapted to Stephen King novel or
Okay.
something like that. So I wanted to watch that anyway. I'm not really into the Alien franchise as much as a movie buff I am. I never really watched the Alien film, so it feels like when they do new entries and prequels and movies in between the film and all that shit, I feel like I need to go watch the original.
Yeah.
I like seeing the original stuff first, then we can get to all these spin-offs. Like,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, all that or new entries. So I would like to see Alien, but I'll probably pass on that. But they said The Long Walk is a really good film with him, expressing his acting in that. So I'll watch that.
Got you. You know what? Another point about Brand New Day that ties into Wakanda Forever.
Mm-hmm.
very few times has Marvel and Disney changed the title card, like the not the title card, but the like the intro where it says Marvel Studios.
Mm-hmm.
If you noticed in Brand New Day, it was nothing but Tom Holland Spider-Man. It was only Tom Holland Spider-Man. They did the same thing with Chadwick Boseman and Wakanda Forever. And in both films, we got the toppest of tier acting in both. I just want to point that out. Just point that out. So, yeah.
All right. That was Black Panther 3 announcing. We're gonna try another announcement. Kind of shook the hall, the walls in Hall H. A random announcing.
So random.
Random. Like, I don't care what nobody say. This is random as hell. We got a new Ghost Rider in the MCU, Johnny, and it's none other than Ryan Gosling. Johnny, what you got to say about that, bro?
Fire? Like, look, first of all, I like Ryan Gosling. I think he's a good actor. Who was asking for Ghost Rider? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not mad at it. But like, we getting Ghost Rider, not Blade. Like, what the fuck?
They'll lie to us and tell you, man, hey man, Ghost Rider was this. No, listen, Ghost Rider ain't never had more weight than Blade.
Man, what?
Now listen, I know some comic nerd might say, Ghost Rider was this. I don't want to hear about none of that. It's like, ain't it like 3 Ghost Riders?
Yeah,
it's one Blade. Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear none of that. It's one Blade though. Fuck you talking about?
Hold on, because I'm trying to. We there was one version of Ghost Rider that we got in TV in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That was Robbie Reyes. I want to know if this is going to be the Johnny Blaze version of Ghost Rider, which is the most popular with the motorcycle and all that shit.
That's what it should be.
I mean, true. So I'm excited for Ghost Rider. Like, I'm gonna be happy to see it, but like, it's just like for real. Like,
listen, and this is the thing. I fuck with Ryan Gosling. He ain't never did nothing to me. He wasn't even racist in Remember the Titans, so I definitely fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a real nigga in Remember the Titans. You know what I'm saying? He loved that Motown. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was getting burnt on the field, but he was a real one though. You know what I'm saying? So I always fuck with the boy. But he used to sing Jodeci back in the day with JC and them. You know what I'm saying? He's real. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the boy.
Facts.
So I fuck with Ryan Gosling, but he ain't Mahershala Ali though, nigga. So I know this. That Ghost Rider film is not. Listen, the script is ready, brother. Listen, if I was Ryan,
it come out the same year as Black Panther 3. Like, that's the crazy part. That's the even crazier part. Like, what?
The script is ready.
These motherfuckers probably already been on location filming.
Like,
they're
just gonna start. They're gonna start. What's the term? Principal photography.
The storyboards are done.
Yeah,
like all
the storyboards are done. Like, they ain't got to do that. Listen, the director has been tapped in. We're good.
Principal photography. That might be the name. That's crazy.
But no, man, it's kind of like it's cool because it's like I fuck with Ryan Gosling. I just don't really have any attachment to Ghost Rider, so they really got to do some shit to make this work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I always had these were always questions that I had about Blade being in the MCU anyway. And if you can't get like Doctor Strange is kind of like in that Midnight Sun space too, and it's not really, his films have been kind of like ill received. Well, the second one has been ill received. The first one I think is still a top 10 Marvel film to me, but the second one's kind of like And then we trying to introduce Midnight Suns, and then you couldn't get Blade off the ground. Now you trying to go Ghost Rider. So it's kind of like, if we go do this Midnight Suns team up, how is this gonna work? You ain't even gave us a second season of
Moon Knight.
You know what? How does this work? Like, because the MCU, listen, the Punisher came in cussing in Spider-Man. So listen, what
no, he cussed. He just gonna say the F word. He cussed a lot.
Okay.
He cussed a lot.
I thought I heard him cuss, but I had questions.
He cussed a lot. But you know what though? No, fuck that. Disney, come to the front. I'm not fucking with this Ghost Rider shit because we ain't heard nothing about Shang-Chi 2 or Doctor Strange 3. How we gonna get introduced to a brand new property in the MCU that's not X-Men and then not have nothing in talks of Shang-Chi 2 or Doctor Strange 3, especially with all this incursion shit going. No, I'm not
You
rolling
can't.
with this shit.
And
I'm
then
not rolling.
the thing is, you can't slow down the momentum of Black Panther because you got an Oscar-winning director over there.
Facts.
So
Yeah,
you can't play with him. Like you can't play with me.
I am
And
not
and
rolling.
his character is too pivotal to anything the MCU has going. If y'all want to expand on this Black Panther, Wakanda, and all that stuff, you need Ryan. I mean, you need my boy Coog around. So stop playing with him. But they don't play with him. But I just think that them fumbling Blade and then now you picking up Ghost Rider is crazy.
Yeah,
Like that's crazy.
I'm not rolling with, especially with Shang-Chi being in Doomsday and
Doomsday.
seemingly Secret Wars, and we not gonna get a Shang-Chi too?
And then we talked about this yesterday when me and you were rapping. It was like, hey, Daniel Creston is the director's name. He's the one that just did Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that directed Shang-Chi as well. So if he just did like Spider-Man Daniel did a billion in a weekend, bro.
Man, what? That's insane.
That's insane. Like it's like 700 in a weekend. A weekend.
A weekend. That's
All
more
right,
than half of what Endgame did in its entirety. Like,
bro. Like so, if he doing Billy's with Spider-Man, you gonna want him to spin the black with Shang-Chi too. And he did numbers. Like I think Shang-Chi is a very underrated entry.
oh, for sure.
Like
For
when the
sure.
MCU was at this low point, we were looking for bright spots, and that was
That
one
was
of
a
the bright spots.
for sure.
They just never followed up on it. So what do we do now? And you took the director off of that film and gave him Spider-Man. Now that may be a Sony decision, but still, that's the what we supposed to do with that. So who's gonna give the TLC to Shang-Chi too?
I know.
All right, bro.
Yeah, and that's why, even though clearly I'm going to watch Ghost Rider, but that's why I'm not rolling with this announcement. Because let's not do that. Let's not.
But speaking of the fumbling, right? We have to talk about something I think we talked about before on this platform. But Marvel seeming to like get rid of all the black characters. Anything with a black lid, anything that has a black lead, kind of we'll get to it when we get to it. So what's your take on, like, I guess Marvel seemingly fumbling anything? Because we just got a Wonder Man 2, like that's not being renewed for season 2 after you told me that it was great. And I've seen that other people have said that this is a good show and it's being canceled.
And what's my man that
Yeah,
played
yeah.
Yaya? The man is nominated for an Emmy from that show. Like, how you gonna get rid of an Emmy nominated show? Like, that's crazy.
They don't, like, you act like they be handing out Emmys to these niggas on Disney Plus. They don't.
Handed them out.
Or at least
Maybe he wasn't gonna win, but he was nominated.
They don't do that.
Jesus Christ, man. But it seems as if the majority of black characters are either being sidelined or not canceled, but canceled from the MCU, right? When I say canceled, I'm thinking about like how we cancel like artists and shit. Yeah. But anyway, we got a full confirmation that Blade is not happening. We got that from Mahershala Ali and Disney. Wonder Man season 2 was just canceled after it was renewed for season 2 immediately following the season ending, which was like 4 months ago. I know I mentioned it before. Monica Rambeau is nowhere to be found in the Doomsday trailers, but I really feel like she's gonna be in the movie, but she should have been in the fucking promo. Yeah. And then the new Captain America seemingly being sidelined because Steve Rogers is back, and we all saw what happened with Brand New World. What's New World Order? What's the shit?
Yeah, New World Order. Yeah.
Whatever that. Yeah. I don't understand.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, it was
Armor Wars.
Oh, it was supposed to be a film. They was gonna change it to a TV show and then cancel that shit. Like, what are we doing? And the fact that Rhodey was a part of Secret Wars as a Skrull, like, that's still major plot. Like,
and we don't even know what happened to him.
I don't understand what Disney's beef is with melanated individuals in these films.
They barely gave us Ironheart. Barely.
Man, what? No, I'm talking about no promo. And Ironheart was a great show. That was a great show. So I I don't understand what's going on here. I don't know if the new CEO, because Bob Iger, I believe, is no longer the CEO at Disney. Kevin Feige, the head of Marvel Studios, I don't know what's going on in his brain.
Mhm.
I just don't understand because I like Sam Wilson as Captain America, and again, Wonder Man was a phenomenal show. Like that, like I really wish you would or able to watch it because it's like it is really good. It's a really good show, and I just don't understand what they're doing with these characters.
They're wasting the talent of a
Yes.
lot of
Oh, absolutely.
these black actors and actresses, right? Like you had Mahershala Ali, who's a two-time Academy Award winner, just sitting on the shelf, and people were like, when you announced Blade, we weren't thinking about Blade, but when you announced it, we got excited, and then we
Yes.
saw who the casting was. Oh, we was it's
Cooking.
up, it's up, it's up.
Yes.
But now 7 years, 7 years has passed. And even like he broke his silence on. He was like, "Hey, you know what? If they wanted to do it, they could have did it. You know how crazy that is for a working actor to say that about y'all,
I
and
know.
y'all pumping out content over there."
This is crazy.
But this is the thing. Always said this, and I still stand on it. I don't think Marvel's the studio to do, even though it's their characters and their property. They're not the studios to handle those types of R-rated type of situations because Ghost Rider damn near to be R-rated. Blade definitely need to be R-rated.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then if you talking about doing a Moon Knight, I mean a Midnight Suns like team up film. Oh my God,
This is nothing but dark in it,
dark
like
stuff.
all dark stuff. Yeah.
I don't want like the kids can't go in there with the popcorn buckets. I'm sorry. Like, listen, this ain't for them,
It's true.
and
It's
that's
true.
okay.
Damn. I don't know, man. I don't know. Clear, like you said, they're not doing nothing with Ryan Coogler. He's here to stay. We might get a Black Panther 4 or 5, and he's over. I don't know. I forgot if you mentioned this, but he's overseeing the casting of Storm. Even though we know Storm is X-Men and all that,
Yeah,
they're saying that she's going to appear in Black Panther 3. She may or may not. Either way, it's fine with me. But he's overseeing the casting of Storm for the entire MCU.
another character that got sidelined, Okoye.
Oh, because she was supposed to have her own show. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. See,
Danae was like she cold, like she wielding that spirit. That's her for real. What is you
facts. Yeah.
talking?
Facts. Ain't no
All
stunt. Don't
right,
worry.
bro. All right, bro. Man, watch out.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask you this, right? Because this is the thought that I had after seeing like the headlines.
Yeah.
Is there is there a universe where you stop supporting the MCU and Marvel Studios if they continue to treat black characters this way? Because this is an internal fight I've had with myself over the last couple weeks because
And you know what?
I don't understand it.
This is like our brothers and sisters that support wrestling, right?
Yeah,
Because a lot of the things that they do are still based off the good old boys club and how they write and how they do things.
yeah,
They'll push and promulgate the white artists, but they make the black ones kind of fight a little bit more, or they keep them at a certain level. And that's what it feels like, right? The only one that can break through is the king of Wakanda because he's rich and he's powerful and he has the intellect. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why those stories matter. But if you just talking about, somebody that was a sidekick to to Iron Man, we gotta wait. You can't even do a damn vampire film. He gotta wait. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so much. It's so like Wonder Man is like they made. I mean, they didn't make him black. I mean, I don't know. I don't. I'm not really into that part. But it's just do I stop? The product really got to start like dip.
I, yeah,
And this is the thing. They gonna pick it right back up with the mutants though. Like that's the thing. The mutants is saving them. If they never got the rights to X-Men, all right, Marvel. You know what? I can get off this train. I can get off this. But you got to do right by the mutants. You can't fumble that.
yeah, definitely
It's too
not.
much. It's too much in the wheelhouse of the mutant saga for them to play with that. And we've been waiting ever since like the last 2 or 3 X-Men films for somebody to do it justice because we like First Class, we like Days of Future Past. Anything after that, I understand, brother.
Yeah,
If that ain't your thing.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
what about you? Do you find yourself kind of like, you know what, I'm good?
I'm I don't know, man. I'm conflicted because we damn near 20 years invested. Like 20 years invested into the MCU. Like I'm a fan, like even before the MCU was a thing, right? I'm a fan of the comics. Like I'm a fan of all of this. So to see these black actors and actresses treated this way by a particular studio, yeah, there's a part of me that wants to say, hey, forget all this. Because I've jumped off trains for less, right?
Yeah.
But it get like I'm too invested. Like I feel like I'm too invested to jump off now.
Well,
Like
they
when we
they
sat through all of those mid films,
Mhm.
like we sat through them because
Yeah.
because we're invested. Like I don't know.
Well, they know that the crowds that they serve are very toxic, right? The crowds that we're talking about are inherently racist. They can't help themselves. This is fantasy. This is lore. This is
Yeah,
sci-fi. The minute a blackface gets into the screen, you just lose your shit. Like you can't.
I know.
And bro, this ain't even a Marvel thing. This is Game of Thrones. This is Star
Oh,
Wars.
this is just
This is
fiction
just
in general.
this fiction in general. The
Yeah,
minute a black face becomes part of the story, they lose their goddamn minds.
it's true. It's true. I don't. Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
if it ain't listen, if it ain't straight white male, they don't want to see it.
No, that's
Listen,
that's a fact.
it can't be a woman. It can't be no gay character, and it damn sure can't be no black gay character. Oh my god,
That's the end of the world, right?
that's the end. Man, what? Don't let it be a black lesbian. Oh my god, they will.
God.
Oh my lord, help us please.
Insane,
About to
insane.
get me started on the WNBA rant, but hey,
Oh
clearly,
yeah, we'll say that.
listen, clearly, we have reached the end of our docket on 319. Johnny, what you got for the people, bro?
Listen, if you're on audio and video, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us this long. Listen,
Yeah.
y'all see we completely nerded out today.
Yes.
So like, hey,
yes.
hop in the comments, hop on social media,
Hey,
wherever you can find us. Let's talk. Cause look,
hey,
let's talk. Cause we there.
Keep them comments respectful.
Oh well, also that too, for sure.
Listen,
sure.
listen. I got time.
Yeah. Right, Ralph be having time. Like yeah. With that, if you're on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And that's episode 319. Anything left for the people, Ralph?
Hey man. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys for tapping into the things that Johnny and myself like to talk about for this hour and some odd change. Man, when you see these faces, you see the logo, or you see the link, make sure you share it because OS is for the streets.
And with that, that's episode 319.
319.
And we out.
Chill.
Peace.